If you're watching this video, you're using FL Studio and you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's good though. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit, bro. It's really easy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna go super deep into this. I'm not gonna show you any tricks or anything. I'm gonna show you the basics and I'm gonna simplify it. You feel me? So let's get to it. All right, so this is FL Studio, right? Everything on this screen you don't need to know right now. I'm gonna show you the basics, how to make a simple beat. After this, maybe I'll upload another video and show you how to get deeper into it or whatever. But I'm just gonna show you the basics, bro, to easily make a beat. And I'm not gonna show you how to make a full beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna show you how to use this damn program. So first thing that I would do, right? I take this pattern and I put it over here. And I stretch it out to 9. You feel me? This right here, this pencil, is called the draw. That's what you press that if it isn't already highlighted, and you, bam, it's just easy to move like that, right? Then you're gonna right click on the one up here above that. You're gonna hold that down and you're gonna drag it all the way. You just let it go. And then you left click on the one. Now it's gonna be looped. Now this shit's gonna be looped. No matter what happens, it's gonna be looped. Now you see the numbers right here, right? So you see the numbers right here. It says 130, and then there's this little crescent right here, this first box right next to the 130. This right here is your BPM, your tempo. Right here is the metronome. Now the metronome is gonna help you stay on beat. See, you click it and you press the space bar. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, now that is on beat, right? You could turn these numbers up and the metronome goes faster. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to make a beat using the mouse and the keyboard, because you know, if you just starting out and you really don't know what you're doing, bro, you ain't got no damn pianos and stuff like that, but you can still make a beat, bro. It's not that dang serious. So first thing you're gonna do, right? You're gonna click this right here. This is called the browser. You're gonna click that, and that's gonna bring up your sounds. Now, for some reason, mine isn't popping up, but I can see it, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? See, you click it, and it makes, you know, there's different sounds that's in there, right? So if you want these sounds to be accessible, you pull up the channel rack. That is the third box, right? That is the channel rack. This channel rack is basically, you can press these and make a beat, right? But that's weak. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do it, but there's a better way to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now these right here, these numbers, these are the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like the kick will be on track 1, the clap will be on track 2. That way, when you make the beat, you can manipulate the sound. You can mix this down without affecting this because they're on different tracks. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what I usually do is I go with the melody first. So I'm gonna move this flex bass. I don't know why it's open, but it is. This is a stock plugin right here. It got a gang of sounds on it, and it's just in there, bro. Look, bam. Just hella stuff, right? I'm going to pick some strings. We're going to violins and sustain. Now, you can press something like the B, and that'll preview what that sound does. You could press the T, and it'll be a higher pitch, but that's not what we're going to make the beat with. That's just how we're going to preview the sound. We're going to go violins. All right, bam, right? So we got violins, and we're going to move that to track 1. Because, like I said, I like to have the melody done first. 2, 3, 4, 5. Me having to separate these tracks early, you don't have to do something like that, but that's just something I do because otherwise I'll be thinking about it the whole time. So we're going to right-click this, right? We're going to right-click this, And that's gonna bring up a square, and it's gonna have like a lot of different things, and you'll see piano roll is the first thing at the top. I don't know why it's not showing right now on my screen, but don't trip. So what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna click that, and then we're gonna go to piano roll. Right click, piano roll. Now this is the piano roll. Now, as you see right here, it says piano roll, violin, sustain. What that means is the plugin that I just opened, this is the piano roll for that. So this is the track one plugin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I'm just going to lay something super basic, bro. I'm not trying to make a beat. If you want to see me make beats, tune into my channel every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'm cooking up every night, bro. Well, I'm cooking up every week. So I'm going to go to 200 because I want to make this, I guess, faster pace. All right, so I added this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down control, and I'm going to hold down the left button on the mouse, and I'm going to drag it over it, right? Then I'm going to hold down the shift, and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to drag it to the right. And that's how you simply duplicate. All right. Like I said, this isn't about making a serious melody and stuff like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to show you how to do this, like make a beat quick. All right. So now we're going to add more sounds to it. Now I could just use these right here, these stock ones, but that's not what you're going to want to do. So what you do is you go up here, bam, right? This thing, it says browser plugin picker. You click that, and that'll bring up the browser, and you'll see your sounds in there. If you don't have sounds, go watch a tutorial on how to add sounds to FL Studio. I'm showing you how to make the beat. You feel me? You're going to have to do some leg work, bro. All right, we're going to throw a clap in here. Now we're going to throw the 808 in there, and we are going to... All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I threw two sounds in there, and then what I tell everybody to do is to prep everything before you actually start making the beat, right? So you left click this clap, bam. You turn off use loop points. Always turn off the use loop points. That's mando, bro. Mandatory. Turn off use loop points, and then right here, under time stretching, you see time, right? This little yellow dot right here, that is a faint yellow dot, but that will mess up your sound, bro. Always make sure that's turned off. Look, turn that bitch off. Bam. You left click and pull it down. Pull the mouse down. Left click, pull the mouse down. Hold the left click, pull the mouse down over that time to turn it off, and bam, you good. So you're going to right click this, and you're going to turn on the piano roll again. Bam. And then, I don't know if this is a cheat code, but this is just what it is, right? Usually every sound on the C5, on the C5 key right here, on this piano right here on the left, at C5, everything is all like your claps and your kicks and stuff like that. That's where it usually sounds the most normal. You know what I mean? You could click these, the black and white keys right here, to preview them or whatever, but that's where it usually sounds normal. So in between the 1 and the 2 right here, right in the middle, you press that right there. Bam. Right? I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to shorten this. What you do is you go to the right side of it, you hold down the left, and you just move it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that damn difficult. So every time you put the clap, the snare, the thing that keeps the tempo in your beat, you put that right in the middle every single time. Now you can add to it, you can subtract, but at the end of the day, if you put this right there in the middle of the 1, 2, the 3, and the 4, the 5, the 6, all that, every single time, no matter what your tempo is, your beat is on beat, bro. Your beat is on beat sounds crazy, but it's facts, bro. It's facts. All right, bet, right? So that is the clap. That's the clap sequence. Now, we go back to the channel rack. We're gonna work on the 808 now. We're gonna left click it first. We're gonna turn off use loop points. Turn off use loop points. Make sure the time is not messed with or anything. A lot of people like to boost. You know what I mean? But if you have the right 808, you don't need to do that. So I'm gonna X out of here. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna cut itself. Click cut itself. Because if you don't, you hear that? The more when you go back to back with your 808, it's gonna like overlap and it's gonna sound like really trashy. You feel me? So you're gonna right click and you're gonna press cut itself. You can't see it on the screen right now, but if you do it, you'll see it. Click that, and then you're gonna right click and piano roll. Now we're gonna get into it. Every time 808 first off. I'm gonna do a quick pattern. We're gonna get through this. We can get through this quick, bro, because it ain't about making a dope beat. It's about showing you how to make a beat quickly. All right. So from here, right? You got your 808. You wanna put a kick under that. You're gonna want to put a kick with this because otherwise it's not gonna slap right. So what I do, right? I control, hold down the L, and I copy that, right? Just drag it over all what you did, right? And then you're gonna go to edit and you're gonna copy. Or you can put Control C. I go to edit, copy to make sure no issues, right? What you'll do is you go to the channel rack and now we're going to add a kick because you kind of, bro, what? Add the kick. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't. Add the damn kick. Turn on your browser again. Bam, hit this. And bam. Like I said, bro, I'm not trying to make a fire beat. I am just trying to show you how to use this. So I'm going to grab any kick I find, bro. All right, so we found the kick. Let's put it in there. All right, so like I said, you always want to prep your sound. So we're going to left click, turn off, use loop points, bro. That's not going to help you. Time, you see? It's tricky, bro. There's yellow right there. That means this is not going to sound the way you want it to. See, we good now. Now, we're going to right click, go to piano roll, and then we are going to edit and paste. Now, that is the same pattern that you made with your 808. Now it's in your kick, right? In the same spot. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to Control and B, right? So that doubles it. That like made a duplicate. Now, these pink ones, right? I'm going to left click. You're going to hold that down and you're going to drag it over to the right. Now you got layers. We're going to fix the sound later. All right, so now that you got your pattern, you're going to, now that you stretched out your pattern, you move it around, you manipulate it and stuff, you're going to hold down Control, and you're going to hold down B. Bam. Now that's the whole situation. You feel me? The whole situation. Now, if this was like this and you Control and B, then this would be over here. You'd have to Control. You would have to grab all this and then move it to the right. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do it the way you're supposed to, bro. Don't deviate. Don't be doing stupid stuff, bro. Don't be doing stupid stuff. All right. So now that you got the 808 together, the kick, the clap, We gotta get the hi-hat together because this is basics, bro. All right, so we're just gonna use a stock hi-hat, bro. I'm gonna right click, and then you'll see fill each 2 steps. We're gonna press that. Bam. Now you're gonna see this, right? And I know you're like, what the hell, bro? You said go to the piano roll. Just pay attention. We're gonna right click again and we're gonna go to the piano roll. And as you see, everything's laid out, right? Everything's laid out. We're going to go to the 5. We're going to go down and you're going to hold down the right click on your mouse and you're going to go over all of that. And you're like, why the hell you do that? Because you don't need all that. We're going to work on what's on the left and then we're going to copy that and bring that to the right. You feel me? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay a pattern real quick and I'm going to copy that and paste it over there. So let's go. All right, right? So we're going to hold down control. We're going to left click, copy. Drag it over there. And now you're going to hold down control again and press B. Bam. Now the whole thing is there now, right? So now you got the whole situation. Now that is a basic beat. Let me turn off the metronome. Now this is a weak beat. I never would keep this. I wouldn't settle with this, but for the sake of making this video go by quick, I'm just going to keep it. So bam, from where we're at, we go back to the playlist, right? This is the first square on the right side of the pattern. Bam. And now you're going to go to the pattern. The pattern is basically everything that you made. Everything you made on the channel rack, right? You're going to right click that and you're going to go down to you see split by channel. You're going to left click that and that is going to separate everything that you just did. Hold down the right click on your mouse and you're going to drag over all that. You're going to delete all that on there. Then you're going to go to the left over here. Then you're going to add all these sounds to the playlist. First off, 808. Bam. Clap. Kick. Hi-hat. Then you're going to, I typically like to make my melody the top first track. So I'm going to hold down, I'm going to copy this. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the control. You're going to hold down the left click on the mouse. You're going to cover all of these sounds. Then you're going to left click and drag down. Then you're going to take this violin sustain and put this on track 1. Well, I'm going to do it. Because like I said, I like to put the melody on the top. Basically, this is the beat now. This is real ass. Hey, 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 hey. All right, bet. Now, this is kind of where the fun part comes in because now you're just arranging, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's a 4 count. That's 2 bars basically. So each of these are 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 bars right here. We're going to copy this by holding down the control and holding down the left. We're going to hold down the shift over the sustain or wherever on this highlighted area. And then we're going to left click on the mouse and we're going to drag it. Bam. All right. So this right here, now we made 8 bars. 8 bars is half of a verse. So we're going to click all that and then drag it again. Bam. Now you got a full 16 bar verse. All right, so you remember when we right clicked from 1 to the 9 and that made a loop? Now we're going to go to the 9 all the way to the 33. That is your verse. 16 bars. No intro, no outro. 16 bars, right? An easy way to make the hook, right? The chorus is you take the last 8 bars, right? You highlight that. Same way you've been highlighting the whole time. Hold down the control, hold down the left click, cover these 2, hold down go back over it, hold down the shift, hold down the left, move it to the right. Bam, now you got a chorus. All right, so now we got a 16 bar verse and an 8 bar hook. That is basically standard song arrangement. Usually you put some perks to add some change ups and stuff like that, but I didn't do that, so it's whatever. Now we're going to we'll just double this, right? So it'll go 16 bar verse, chorus, you double it, you copy it, drag it again. Now you got 16 bar verse, you got a chorus. Oops. You got chorus right here, 8 bar chorus or hook. And now you got another 16 bar verse, and then bam, you got an 8 bar hook. That is technically the way music is made. That is enough to do what you got to do as far as a song goes, right? Now, what I usually do now is I make an intro and outro. I will highlight this whole thing, and instead of copying, I will hold down the left and just drag everything over to the 9. Now, as an artist, dude, I've gotten beats where it would be like 40 seconds of straight intro, and it'd be fire, bro. I'd rap on it, but as a fan of the music, you like after a while, you like, bro, if golly, when is this damn intro gonna be over? So I like to make my intros really short, basic. I'm just showing you how to do this shit. I'll take that same melody, hold down the shift, left click, drag it all the way over here. Bam. Now we got an outro. And we have a whole song. See, it should look something like this. You know what I mean? A little different. Because the chorus is going to have more instruments, usually. So it'll be 4 bar intro, 16 bar verse, 8 bar hook, back to the 16 bar verse, back to an 8 bar hook, 4 bar outro. Easy peasy, bro. Now, after you're done, right? Go to file, save it. Then after that, export it, send it to yourself. MP3, you know what I mean? Hit MP3, send that shit to yourself. And that is basically how you would do this, bro. All right, so now everything is done, right? No, it's not. So you go to the mixing board, and everything that you just did is gonna be right here, right? So one is the melody. We'll bring that. No, we'll keep that the way it is. Now the 808, we'll bring that down. We're gonna bring down the kick. You don't want anything to really go over to 0. 808s, I like to let it go up there. Kick, I probably keep that a little low because you don't need it to be doing too much. It just need to be like punchy. This clap, I bring that down. Hi-hats, I bring all the way down. I like my hi-hats to be subtle. I don't like them trying to override anything in the beat. Oh, okay, this is the kick. Yeah, that's cool. There we go. Now you can export. Now you can save it. Now you can do everything you need to do as far as learning more, because this is the basics of making a beat. This is simplified. If you made it this far, bro, keep going, bro. Don't play around with this shit. I believe that whatever you take serious, you could be great at. So if this is something that you want to do, take it serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this video helped you out. Please hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you do want to tap in with me, hit that subscribe, turn the notification bell on. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the comment. Let me know if it was helpful. I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in. Join my live streams. Hit the comment section, all that stuff, bro. Hit the BeatStars, buy something. Support the journey, bro. It's all about the journey. Hit the comment section and let me know how long you've been producing. If you're new, If you've been producing for years, don't matter, bro. Let me know how long you've been producing. I'm curious. Introduce yourself. Let me know how long you've been doing this, and drop some game. Give some advice. There's some people that are new at this that are going to be watching, and they need that, man. I'm out. Peace.